This next comic, so amazing. Love this guy so much. Make as much noise as you can for Mr. Sean Hamrin!
Thank you. Wow. Hello. Hi. Oh my God. It's good to be here. Thanks for coming. My name's Sean. A little bit about me. I grew up poor. I'm still poor, but I also grew up that way. My dad's a yoga teacher, and when I was a kid, he'd teach classes to hippies who would pay him with bags of lemons from their tree. Which is how I learned the phrase, when life hands you lemons, you wish you had a regular dad. My ex-girlfriend was loaded, just came from a ton of money, and the hardest part about that was relating to her problems. I couldn't relate to any of her problems. One time she actually said this to me. She said, "Oh, my finance manager is being so annoying about my trust fund." And I was like, oh man, I've been there. One time a mouse chewed through my money sock. I'm in a new relationship now, and it's great. We love each other. Things are going great. But the other day, my girlfriend told me that her friend called me a reacher, which was a term I wasn't familiar with. That, yeah, her friend was like, I mean, Sean's kind of cute, but he's a reacher. He reached way out of his league. And I was like, why would she tell you that? And why would you tell me she told you that? I'll tell you what, I'm really glad that my girlfriend's not an actress, because every girlfriend before her has been an actress. Also, my mom's an actress, and I noticed what actresses will do is they will try to start a scene with you. It's true. I took my mom to brunch, right, and for her birthday, and at one point during the meal, she put down her fork, looked at me, and said, "You know, I'm going to sell the house and move to Colorado." And what she wanted was for me to engage, right? And fight for my mom and have that scene where I'm like, "No, mama." Not the house, not Colorado, no, mama. But because I know her, I didn't bite the bait. She was like, "I'm gonna sell the house and move to Colorado." And I was like, "No, you're not." And she was like, "I know, but I think about it. Could you pass the salt?" And then we just had brunch. And it was lovely. For work, I'm an elementary school substitute teacher. Thank you. Yes, all right, thanks. But if I liked it, I wouldn't bring it up. You know what I mean? Like, here's the thing with that. Kids, I'm just around them all the time. Kids will just come up and say stuff to you. The other day, this kid told me I had a small face. So now I have that new insecurity. He was like, "You have a small face." And I was like, "That'll stay with me forever. Thank you." Thank you and good morning. Kids all day long, they're coming up to you with problems, right? But it's because they're trying to get out of class, right? And what you got to do is you got to one-up their problems. They don't know what to do with that. Kid came up to me and he was like, "My tummy hurts." And I was like, "Yeah, well, my girlfriend's getting coffee with her ex." How do you think that makes my tummy feel? And he just sat right down. There's a lot I don't like about the job. One of the things I do like is that kids are really easily impressed by extremes. I love this. Like the other day at PE, the kids were playing kickball, and I went and I kicked the ball super far, and my whole class was like, "Oh!" And then later on, all the boys were running up, and they were like jumping and trying to touch the top of the door frame, and then I went and touched it without jumping. And again, my whole class was like, "Oh!" And they were all crowding around me, and they were saying stuff like, "Wow, you're the tallest, and you're the strongest." And what I didn't tell them was how much I needed to hear those things. Yeah. And how that also made me the saddest. That's... Yep. Another thing I like is at all these schools, there's like these inspirational and motivational quotes, like printed on posters and painted on walls, and I like that. I think kids should be surrounded by positivity. And, you know, a lot of them are like, follow your dreams and never give up and stuff like that. But I saw one the other day that said, we must be willing to let go of the life that we have planned so as to have the life that is waiting for us. And yeah, I feel like that one's really more for the teachers, you know? You know what I mean? Definitely. I've definitely let go of the life I planned. That's a long time ago that happened. I went to college for theater, which is, you know, one way to waste 4 years and a lot of money. That's the things I learned in college haven't served me at all in the real world. Like, to give you an example, when someone was overacting in a scene, one of my professors would say, "Don't ouch more than you're pinched." And then a few years ago, I bumped into a woman at Trader Joe's, and she said, "Watch where you're going." And I said, "Oh, don't ouch more than you're pinched." And that's the most I've used my degree. It's true. I'm not at all where I want to be in life. I made a vision board recently, which feels like that's the thing you do right before you give up. Right? It's like have hope, lose hope, go to Staples, kill yourself. I think that's right. I'm just trying to catch up to my friends. I have so many friends doing so well. Like some are on TV shows, others have signed to record labels. I feel so far behind so many of my friends, you know? Like I have one friend who went to rehab for heroin, got clean, started a company, then sold that company, and like I haven't even tried heroin. I'm starting to lose my hair. I'll let you take a look. See it right there? See it? You guys see it? Yeah, it's bad. I've tried everything. Nothing works. And here's where I'm at with it. I'm fine with going bald in my 50s, right? But I'm in my 30s. And I look like I'm in my 20s. And I guess I'd just like to be able to grow into my face before I lose my hair. You know, because, like, here's the thing. When you have a baby face and a growing bald spot, you look young from the front but old from the back. It's like two different people. It's like student discount, senior discount. You guys see it? Like first day on the job, ready for retirement. You guys. It's like frat house, assisted living, razor scooter, rascal scooter. Can I see some ID? Are you lost? You guys see it. Clearly you agree. You've been great. Thank you so much. My name's Sean.